Hey everyone, I hope you guys have had a great weekend. I don't normally shoot a video on a Sunday, but well, it's kind of a special occasion. On Friday, I launched Ace Bullion. Now, I targeted it deliberately for the UK time at midnight, so it was technically, by the time I went on live, the Saturday. Was the day that it had actually is official. So yesterday would have been the official morning, I suppose. But anyway, so Ace Bullion is alive, it's kicking, it's around. In fact, I have 6 packages that are going out. One to my good friend, Mr. Dean. Oh yes, there you go. And I don't want to give away anyone else's details because I haven't put on his details yet, so I'm fine. In fact, he's just sent them to me, so I'm pleased. Now, I do want to actually have a little talk because I know that there's, kind of a bizarre, weird thing about bullion at the moment. And as you can see, I've already laid out everything. These haven't been polished yet, but you probably would know why if you've seen the early video on Friday. And that will clearly show you my machine on fire. No, you didn't see the fire part, you saw the smoke. But anyway. So, right now I'm down to my last pronounced ace. That's this round here. And as I said, it needs a little polish up, that's fine. I'll be doing that before it gets shipped. And this one is 2.4 ounces troy. It's number 5 and it has these really gnarly kind of waves, ripples. And I was gonna initially throw it back in the kiln, but I thought, nope, let's keep it. So this is why I'm touching it. I'm able to actually show you guys some cool things here. And as you can see, or not at the moment, there's my official Hallmark stamps. And it is, I do apologize, I don't know what's going on here with this. Oh, there we go. So I have the Ace, I have the 999, I have the stamp from the assay office, and I have the letter U, symbolizing that it's 2019. So that's super cool. Look at those waves. Now, as I said, it's 2.4 ounces, and for me, honestly, just to sell it, and I'm hardly making anything for a profit. I'm talking, well, technically, I'm not making any profit until I pay off everything that I've already invested. But for me at the moment, there's really nothing to be gained on it. But I'm selling it for it's 26 pounds per ounce, which for this at 2.4, and it actually is over 2.4. Just remember that, because I always stamp things just at 2.4. It comes out at 62 pounds and 40 pence. Now, if we take a look here at this, this is one of my fat aces. It, again, needs a polish and clean. And this is 2.2 ounces. There we go. Oh, that's a better shot. Now, this is 57 pounds and 20 pence. So, again, as I said, it's no hiding the fact that it is 26 pounds per ounce. It's easy to do the maths. 26 times 2.2 will give you that number. 26 times 2.4, that'll give you that number. I'm not trying to hide it. So it equals 34 pounds and 2 pence. $34, sorry, and 2 cents. Now, the funny thing is I was looking up on one of the forums, and on just as a rough price, and I wasn't picking the highest and I wasn't picking the lowest, but the poured silver was in US dollars between 25 and 36 as a rough average. There were some that were higher, there were some that were cheaper. These were not intricate, workings. These were the same types that I am pouring to speak of. And one of the things, I love this, lest we forget. One of the things that I find a bit bizarre is that people will initially think, oh my God, it's such a huge premium. Well, it is, because it costs me an awful lot to have these things assayed, tested, and to guarantee its purity. So if you see this hallmark on here, if it's ever, if you have any doubt, you can contact the assay office. You take a photograph of that, and they will confirm it, if it's genuine or not, because they keep records of this kind of stuff. But B, it's one of those things where it does add a bit of value. So the last one, by the way, the Poppy was 2.1. I do have them in different, sizes and stuff. And that was 54 pounds and 60 pence. This is the heaviest of the bars that I have left. And this is a loaf bar. This is number 2, because I only made 2 of them. I wasn't quite sure how they would actually sell. The first one sold very quickly. How is that? That is an absolute beauty for a stamp there. Now, as I said, I will be polishing them up, so when I polish them up, it will bring out those details a lot more as well. But it is super, super awesome. But I just wanted to kind of point out that, on poured silver, we have a ton of regulations here in the UK. I even offer, if you spend more than £100, I'll ship it internationally for free. In the UK, if you buy more than one or whatever, I'm definitely shipping it for free as well. So I don't really have a limit for international shipping, apart from obviously once it reaches the £100 mark, it's shipped for free. So I'm actually losing a little bit, especially on these packages here at the moment. There's going to be zero profit on them for what I've done, because that was the launch date. But as I said, this is the last pronounced. The Fat Aces, I have quite a few left of these. I have this plus 4 more, and this is the last loaf bar. But anyway, head over to Backyard Bullion and check out his very latest video. He failed the hallmarking. Now, this is Backyard Bullion, and he's a good friend, and this is not a criticism at all. In fact, actually, I'm learning about that from him. And it failed because of a very simple error. When we pour silver here in the UK, remember guys, I'm American, all right? And I've had to adapt. When we pour silver in the UK, we really have to ensure we're almost in a sterile environment to get this purity rating. Our pieces are subject to a number of tests. It first goes on a conveyor belt. I believe it gets scanned at that point. And I think immediately once it was scanned with Backyard Bullions, it was, classed as a fail straight away. Then what they'll do is they'll take them, they'll drill them. So they'll take a select amount of pieces, they'll drill them, they'll actually, chemically test the purity to ensure that it is and it does meet their standards. And only then will they put the stamps on them. So they have to be 100% satisfied. And, with Backyard Bullion, I mean, he is gutted right now, and I really feel bad for the guy because he poured gold for the first time, and it wasn't a cheap investment. And as I said, I feel incredibly bad. But it's a lesson there, and it also is a wake-up call to say, look, when you do have something with a hallmark that is, from the assay office, it is guaranteeing it, guys. It is guaranteeing that, the purity is met. I mean, I see a lot of pours out there, that are mixing stuff, and I just think, no, please don't, I have offered my advice, I've given suggestions, but, at the end of the day, what can I say? But anyway, I wanted to make this just a short video. Obviously, I do have these for sale. If you are interested in anything, I will be taking photographs, very soon of some items. If you do want the Fat Ace, there's only this last one, guys. So, it is, and it was a bugger, by the way, to stamp up because of the ripples. Is number 5, as you can see there. And yeah, it was a fun one because it doesn't quite sit right, because obviously I had it tilted at an angle when I was pouring it. Because I seen that on a video and I thought, oh, that would be cool to try. It is, but most of my other ones, as you can see here, they're nice and flush. This is the only odd exception. Yeah, I'm happy. The Fat Aces are really no different. They're just grouped slightly further apart. The lettering doesn't stick up as much, but, it's absolutely the same. The Poppy with Lest We Forget is, in my mind, it's one heck of a tribute to anyone who's served in, the forces, or who may have lost, excuse my language, I've just lost things, or whom may have lost loved ones. And this, of course, just has the most amazing ripples on it that you could ever ask for. I wish I actually, could say I planned it to be like this, but that would involve far more of a level of skill that I don't have to get it that perfect. So, but as I said, these are not polished up at the moment. They always will come polished before I ship them. Sorry if that puts you off. At the moment, I have just spent the entire weekend almost in a zombified state, fulfilling these 6 orders here. And, hopefully, I'm not going to even tell you who the channels are, but hopefully you will see these things, and, the people will give an honest review. But I wanted to put it into perspective, 34 pounds, and this is at the moment. Yesterday it was 31. So the US dollar does fluctuate, quite a bit. So, $31 from, that was yesterday's price. Today it's 34.2. But between 25 and 36 is about the average for a poured piece of silver per ounce. Now that's what I've looked at. So I wasn't looking, at, as I said, any of the more intricate pieces. And the 26 per ounce literally just covers the overheads and everything, and gives me a very small margin that I can actually put back towards paying off all of the costs that I had to initially fork out, which is in the thousands, believe it or not. It's not cheap to get started over here, but in my mind, it's well worth it. Now, if you are trying to stack, I would like to make this as a disclaimer. If you're looking just to stack, and you don't, you're not looking for something collectible or a channel kind of a bar or whatever, then this is definitely not for you. Go buy Buffalo's, go buy the Prospector bars, you know, please. That's where you're going to be at. I will have other videos coming up where I do have other plans, but for right now, I'm just going to focus on this, focus on, you know, getting things sorted out. After this one is sold, I'm going to have to start making, if there's a demand, you know, a demand for the pronounced ace, I'll have to make a lot more of those. But yeah, let me know. If you do want one, I will tell you all the weights available in an email. As I said, you just multiply it by 26. That'll give you the amount in pounds. If you're happy with that, I'll send you an invoice, and that's it. Postage is fairly cheap, so it's not something that I really need to worry about too much, but sadly there is that on top of it. As I said, unless you spend over £100, in which case I will send it off to you absolutely free. But anyway, thank you again. I'm sorry this video is 16 minutes long. It's far longer than I wanted to, but I really wanted to make this point here, because it really, you know, kind of hit me a little bit, where people thought it might be a bit too expensive. And as I said yesterday, it was at $31. So, you know, there you have it. Right. As always, thank you very much. Have a great day, and I will speak with you later. Well, that'll be tomorrow, actually. So that'll be just after I post all of these. So there we go. Yes. All right. Anyway, have a great day. Bye for now.